Welcome everyone again to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to do about the ultrasonic sensor, which you can see right here. So today we are going to do measure distance by the ultrasonic sensor. So what is this ultrasonic sensor? Ultrasonic sensor simply uses a technique of battery receives a sound wave and get an idea about the obstacle in front of him by the reflection of the sound wave, which the bat uses to heal the data. The emitter of the ultrasonic sensor emits an ultrasonic wave, and there is an object in front of the sensor. It will reflect the wave, and that wave will be collected by the transmitter. Ultrasonic sensor has 4 pins: VCC, trigger pin which transmits the sound, echo pin which is the pin uses to receive the signal, and the ground pin.
First, connect the ultrasonic sensor to the breadboard so the transmitter and the receiver is facing away from the breadboard. Then connect the VCC pin into a 5V pin in the Arduino board. Next, connect the trigger pin into the digital pin number 2. Next, connect the echo pin into the digital pin number 4. Finally, connect the ground pin of the ultrasonic sensor into an GND pin in the Arduino board. Then, connect the Arduino board into your laptop. Start programming. So open your Arduino IDE. So I'm using Arduino IDE 2.0.3, and if you're using older versions of the Arduino IDE, it's okay. You can program this in any any version of Arduino IDE. So first in the program we are going to give a name to the 2 pins which are connected into echo pin and trigger pin, so we can identify it in the program easier. So we are going to use define and trig and 2. So now this will give the pin number 2 the name trigger, and there is no semicolon in here, and we will use this to echo as well. Now we can use trigger instead of using pin number 2, and we can use echo instead of using the number 4 to the pin. So next we need to set the pin mode of those 2 pins. So we can now use trig for pin number 2. So I will use trig, and it will be output, which is because the trigger pin is used to control the transmitter, which is output, so it will be output, and the echo pin used to control the transmitter, so it has to be input like this. And now at the end of the program the output should be displayed somewhere. So we are going to use the serial monitor in the Arduino IDE, so we need to begin that with serial.begin, and we'll give 9600, and in the void loop we are going to make the main program. So how the sensor works, now we are going to turn on the trigger pin once, and we will stay at a very short time with a delay and turn off the trigger pin, and it will make a pulse, and the pulse will be reflected, and we'll turn on the echo pin and it will input the pulse to the program. So first we need to make sure the trigger pin is off, so it will be easier. So trig low, and we will give a delay of 2 microseconds, and next we want to turn on the trigger pin, the right trig high, and we will add a delay of microseconds 100, microseconds 100, like this, and we want to turn off the trigger pin. And we are almost done. We need to now input the pulse into the program, so we will store it in a variable. So variable type will be long, and the variable name will be pulse. In the variable pulse, we are going to store the input, which is input by the echo pin. So for input, we want to use pulse in and echo high. It will turn on the echo pin, and it will get the pulse in. And now we are going to convert this into centimeters, because the input will be the time taken to pulse to travel from the sensor to the object and back. And now we are going to convert into centimeters, so we can use to measure the distance. So we will use as equation, we will divide the pulse by 29, and we are going to again divide it by 2, because we need to get the distance between the sensor and the object only. So the variable type will be also long, and we'll use dist. Now we are going to store the converted and the centimeters amount of centimeters in this variable. So it will be pulse 29 divided by 2, like that. And now finally we are going to display the output, so in the serial monitor. So we just want to serial.print, and we will display the distance, and now we will put a unit as well beside it. So print ln, because the next line the output will be started from a new line, so we will need to make it print ln and the sequence and ca. And now the program is done, so let's upload it. Before that, make sure the series board needs to be Arduino Uno, and port your board, and the programmer should be AVR ISP MK2. So let's just first verify this, and yeah, we are done, and let's upload this and let's see the output.
And that's all for today. Hope you guys learned something from my video, and if you did, please like and leave a comment as a feedback. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe and turn on the notification. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, goodbye.